Welcome back and welcome front, my friends. Today we'll be wrapping up the second half of the Vecma Studios Headmaster box set. The first half was the 4 Autobots, and this is the second half with the 3 Decepticons. And you can see they're all kind of in their beast modes, and so we will go over this Bestiary. We got Mindwipe over here. We're just taking a look at the weirdest of wolves, Weirdwolf. And he has a bit of this kind of chunky backpack. And then we have the watermelon, bubblicious Skullcruncher over here. Somebody mentioned that in the comments for the shorts, and I was dying. I was like, that's hilarious. Because he totally looks like the watermelon bubblegum color, right? Weirdwolf is quite unique. I'm going to start transforming them now. You know what? Let me just move these guys off to the side so we don't mess with the focus. Weirdwolf is really unique in that the asymmetry that the engineer provided in terms of the transformation, it's really, really wild. I'm not sure if this is an original mold by Vecma Studios or if this was someone else's. I kind of don't know, but whoever designed this is like, dude, look at the way the legs work. So we had the canopy over here, right? So I just popped that out and we took the pilot off. But the way the leg transforms is, oh, you know what? You got to fold these up first. You fold these up, and these fold down to create the leg. That is some wild stuff, dude. And the second one does this. I remember seeing a Weirdwolf made by Unique Toys many, many moons ago, and I thought that had a really interesting transformation and aesthetic. But that wasn't Legend scales. Legend scale. At Legend scale, like this one, it's really quite unique. The head does some interesting things too. It kind of does this, but if you don't like that, you can have it sit like this, which is not bad either. And so let's just kind of do that for now. And then we have the little Headmaster, and we'll pop it in. And we have the head on. Hey, wait a minute. It's not quite. I don't know why it's not securing, but that's fine. And this bit, oh, I guess it opens the other way. I think the original Weirdwolf, it's not supposed to open this way. It's supposed to be the other way, but either way. And he shows that he has max stats, dude. That's kind of hacks, right? That's weird, dude. This is like not locking in place. I don't know if maybe that's it right there. So maybe that. Sorry for that cutaway. The intrusive thoughts were having their way with me, and I just couldn't figure this out, and I didn't know what I was doing. But anyway, the instructions say that it's situated like this, and I guess having this right up against here secures everything in place. But I do wish it kind of like locked in a little bit better. But he looks good. He looks good. Nice, cool red visor on the red face. I do wish that was broken up a little bit better, but they do a good enough job by adding some of this kind of like shininess on the visor, and the face is just kind of like glossy. Arms are decently, tolerances are decently good. They're just on ball pegs. The legs could stand to be a little bit tighter, maybe a little bit too much mold release. Same thing for the knees, and so this can be fixed with either a small piece of paper, or you can add a dab of like nail polish hardener or like or super glue even. But yeah, slightly looser than I'd like. But it does invoke the weird wolfiness that I'm totally used to seeing. He was one of the first Headmasters that I ever saw, and my buddy owned him. And I had Snapdragon, and so yeah, it was kind of like a cool thing at the time, even though the gimmick is, I don't know, it's a little bit funny. And I know it's supposed to be, you can kind of like mix and match them, so to speak, but I don't know, we never did. And he does have a little like pivot and tilt on the face as well. So yeah, man, lots of, excuse me, it's blurry. Lots of character in this tiny little transformer, and really this is kind of like the scale, not the scale. If I'm going Legends, this is the type of engineering that I really like. Something that looks good in both bot and alt mode, and something that I can transform within under a minute. And so, yeah, this is definitely my favorite flavor. Now, let me show you kind of the other guys. All right, we got Mr. Mindwipe over here. And, you know, I used to have a KO of this, and it was oversized. Not of this, of the G1 Mindwipe, and he was huge. It was this mega huge bat. But I was going to say, when I look at this guy, I will say the arms kind of like throw off the sculpt when I look at it. I know this is, you're supposed to look at this as the body, and the arms are kind of popping off here with the bat wings, but I almost have to like squint a little bit to kind of be like, yeah, that's the entire torso. It kind of throws me off, and I'm not sure if it's the placement of the arms, the large backpack, or something, but of the 3 that we've looked at, I feel like, or that we're going to look at, I feel like he has the worst animal mode, the beast mode. And these are just kind of plugged into the side of the legs. I'm not sure if they are, or if that's supposed to be official, because it doesn't show up anywhere else. in the instructions or anything like that, but all of them have weapon storage, and so I figure it does slot in there, so why not, right? But yeah, here he is. Another thing that I'm not particularly fond of in his beast mode is that the wings, like there's this kind of gap over here, you know? I mean, but what are you gonna do, right? And you can kind of have this lower and have like that. And that's almost even like more believable in terms of like the bat signal, you know what I mean? That actually doesn't look that bad. I almost prefer it to this. Huh. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, kind of looks like the bat symbol. I'm digging that. And so we have the Headmaster over here. And yeah, we pop that off. And then nice little visor face with silver mouth. And in terms of how to transform him, again, it's very easy. We gotta hide the bat head, but you do have to spin, and you gotta be mindful of the ears as you navigate that down, and then this will close back up. These will rotate, and you're ultimately gonna spin him to the other side. And the legs, you know what's kind of interesting is, so the legs are tabbed in together, and they're tabbed into the chest, and that's a very secure hold. And also what's cool is, you see those tabs down there, they fit over here, and so everything is locked in very securely. And the legs are also locked in securely. But what's interesting is when you flip this around, he also has a locking mechanism on the adjacent side of the legs, and I don't know why those are there. They don't need to be. Yeah, weird, huh? Weird. And then these just kind of pop out. And then the front, by that foot, that little tab will actually sit in here, which will lock the leg in place. So really, really cool designs, but simplistic, but so expressive in terms of like capturing these characters. And fists are just, it's either, these are kind of hard to take out. The tolerances are a little tough. I'm sorry, nail. And so we got that out. And same thing for the other side. We just pull out the fists. The plastic is very strong and very, very durable, and it almost seems to be the same type of vinyl plastic that the mainline Hasbro stuff is made out of. And then you just flip the wings, and then you can get the Headmaster, and you can just plop that in. Then you can see his little power meter thing, and see, he's not hacking. He doesn't have full bars. Weirdwolf totally did, dude. And I'm like, I don't know if you're that cool, man. But here he goes. The blasters fit nice and tight within his hands. I don't know if they're on 5 milli, possibly, or maybe a little bit bigger. But there goes our guy, Mindwipe. And the feet, I don't know. They're on like, there's ball joints here, and there's swivels, and but I think they hide well enough in the back, and they don't really bother me too much in terms of posability. And you can get him into some nice poses. He also has the neck head swivel that Headmasters from back in the day that they did not have. I don't think they did, at least. But yeah, that's Mindwipe right there. I think he looks pretty good. Cool. And last but not least, we'll check out Hubba Bubba or Bubblicious. I was about to say grape, not grape. Watermelon flavored Skullcruncher. Okay, be right back. Alrighty, certainly last but not least, we got this beast over here. And really, really cool stuff. His hind legs, I think they're kind of funny. Like, I do like the fact that he has them, but dude, look how spindly and weak they look, dude. They look best when they're kind of folded up like that. Do not stretch them out, dude, because that looks so weird. My favorite part of this are the arms. Oh man, they look so organic the way they come down in this angle. I love that so much. Also the tail as well. I mean, I know it's like parts forming, but I do like the fact that the sword and the blaster come together to create this really magnificent tail, and I think that's done quite well. And for this, oh, we have our guy in here, but this hatch is kind of hard to get out. It's hard to remove. Like, I don't know. Oh, there we go. And then he's sitting inside. We popped him out. You know, what I realize is not everyone is familiar with Headmasters or Titan Masters, because I'll get comments every now and then, and people will be like, so what happens with the head? And I'm like, oh, it just, they're the pilot. Like, you know, just kind of like matter-of-factly, I'm very surprised that people don't know that, but I realize we have so many fans from so many different generations, and not everyone is familiar with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I know some people say like, oh, you know, what's that meme people say, like how to say you're a new Transformers fan without saying you're a new Transformers fan or something like that. But that's okay, man. Yeah, whatever you don't know, whatever you don't know. Also, I was gonna say, these ribs, I have no idea what these are for. Yeah, no clue. I don't know if that's supposed to stick out in bot mode or croc mode. No clue, no clue. But I just realized something. Hey Croc, I haven't sent you the RC yet. My bad, dude. I just realized it's sitting here somewhere. I'll get that sent to you soon. I'm realizing as I'm messing with this Croc, this gator. Sorry about that, Croc. Croc, good friend to me and the channel. And dude, by the way, I love this face. I love the ruby red eyes and the exaggerated teeth, the chompers. Really, really love that head sculpt. And somebody had mentioned, like, man, it's about high time that somebody revised the Skullcruncher transformation so the head isn't just hanging there. Yo, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. It'd be cool if they could integrate this somehow in a more modern fashion, but I won't be holding my breath because, you know, people are like, oh, that's not accurate, and I don't think Hasbro is going to change that. But no, I agree with you. Person in the comments, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. But hey, if I ever mention something that that you said right in the comments, and I don't remember who you are, hey, just comment below and be like, hey, that was me, and then, you know, I can like recognize you and stuff, because I get a lot of comments across all the different platforms and stuff, and it's really hard for me to keep track of all of them, and so, and part of that is probably just me being lazy and making excuses, so I'm sorry about that. And so yeah, dude, the head sculpt is tight, dude. Yeah, really, really cool. Kind of looks like Rumble Frenzy type face. But yeah, got a lot of attitude. Love the visor, love the gold mouth bit, and that gray that you don't really see on this spot except for that head. And so I think that's kind of cool. And then we can hook him up with the sword. Nice contour over there. And then we can give him the blaster. Oops. Nice blaster, if I could get it into his hand. This panel above the fist actually will lock it in place, but I guess I just didn't have it locked in place enough. And then there we go. There we go. And these iconic poses that I put them in, well, not really iconic, but yeah, these action shots like pow. And so that's really neat, man. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what these ribs are for, but I'm digging the design. Of the three, I think I like his alt mode the best. Alt mode, second best, and the bat gets the third one. In terms of bot mode, yeah, I like the bat a lot. I like Mindwipe a lot. I know the feet are kind of obtrusive and they're just kind of like hanging out over here. But in terms of this kind of like the winged dude, like, he looks pretty dope. Weirdwolf is probably my least favorite. I mean, yeah, it's Weirdwolf, but he just kind of looks plain, you know, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with him. But I don't know. The other guy's a little bit more pizzazz. And Skullcruncher's torso, I think, is a little bit weird. Like the top... This part over here is like a dude who just been only working on his pecs and no other part of his body and stuff. It's like, yeah, man, yeah, never miss pec day. But I think Mindwipe looks good. And so even though I think he's worst in alt mode, I think he's best in bot mode. This guy's probably best in alt mode, worst in bot mode. Oh, no. Second in bot mode, and yeah, worst in bot mode, second in alt mode. So anyway... That has been the trio of the Decepticon Headmasters from Vecma Studios. And yeah, tfsafari.com, that's where I got these. And I mean, that's actually the individuals who hooked me up. So really appreciate their kindness in doing so. And if you decide to buy these or any other Transformers, check out tfsafari.com and utilize the codes that you see on the top corner of the screen. Combine them and save some cash, okay? Bye-bye.